right, we've got a big one coming up. Tomorrow is our open box / clearance sale over here in Toy Store 2.0. And I figured now is a good time to make a prediction. How much do I actually think we will sell? Let's kind of jump into it. We get a lot of deliveries here at the Overstock Toy Shop. As a matter of fact, we get semi-trailers full of toys. Now, every time we get a delivery, there's some scuff stuff. Open box, clearance items, or maybe you've got a ton of the same item and it ends up piling up into these huge mountains of toys that we can't sell in the toy store. That's what these $5 flash sales are for. Thursday and Friday, anything in here you're gonna get for $5 an item. On Saturday, it's everything must go, 2 items for $5. And this is where Toy Store 2.0 really shines. It's a great use of this space when we don't have a bunch of toys piled up in here that need sorted. What are we selling? What's going on here? Well, we have quite the variety. Everything from open boxed to damaged items, all the way to toys we have a bunch of. Pixo Bits, we've got 80 or 90 of these left. We started with about 500, 1,000. I don't know, it was a lot. Melissa and Doug, ABC 123 carts, games, everything from our generation to Star Wars to what else we got going on here. There's Little Tyke stuff. You name it, it's probably out here. And look, bike helmets, Wish toys. You've got some Funko Pops down here, right? Lots of Funko that we can't get rid of in the store. Stranger Things, Little People collectors. I mean, look, 32-inch Jax Disney Princess. This is from the Mona 2 movie, right? You got those dolls. A Frozen Elsa doll with a broken hand. And what else do we got going on here? Plush. There will be all kinds of plush going out. This is just kind of a quick overview of what we have. I have a ton of plush in the back room. We're gonna take a quick break to talk about the plush. I know there's somebody out there probably thinking, why not just bag this plush up, the stuff that's seasonal, and save it until next year or the next holiday? And the answer is, we're all about volume here, right? We want to get it in, get it out, use that money to buy more toys, to sell those, to get more. It's a big cycle, and we don't think holding on to these things to make a couple extra bucks makes sense for our business model. Not only do we not have the space, we feel like it's just easier to move it and start over. Now for the part that I'm a little bit anxious to get into. I don't like to talk numbers on the channel, but for this sale, we're gonna make an exception, and we're gonna do it, we're kind of gonna do it optimistic, realistic, and maybe what I'm thinking, okay? So optimistic, best case scenario, 12 to 1,500 toys out here. You have a really crazy, busy weekend. You're talking $5,000. That is really optimistic, and it could happen. It really could. We are getting better at these sales, and it's a possibility. Realistically, if I'm thinking realistic numbers, it's going to be closer to 3,500, maybe 4,000. And I think 4,000 is even pushing it a little bit. So I am going to go in the safe zone. These sales aren't about making money real quick or a fast buck, however you want to say it. They are an important part of how the toy store makes space for new inventory. How do we keep fresh items in the toy store and not just throw that stuff away? We want to be able to maximize our loads, maximize what we make. So we always have something coming into the shop. We're able to stay open, and these sales are a really good way to do that. And I'm just kind of going through the toy store, seeing if there's anything else I can throw over there. We're also going to be clearing off some shelves in the toy store. These VTech smartwatches are going to go. Blue's Clues games, these Little Tykes games. This Funko's been here for a while. It's going to go out. We're also going to be pulling toys out during the sale, keeping it fresh, keeping the tables loaded up. And you're going to see things like this, the Young Jedi multi-packs. And there are lots of other examples that I can't get to right now, but it's going to be pretty crazy. I don't know if I ever said a final number, what my prediction is going to be, but I'm going to be optimistic. I'm going to say $4,000 net profit from the sale. And I think that's a pretty good number. When we buy our toy trucks, there is a certain percentage of items that we know are going to be open boxed. They're going to be scuffed. It says it right on the manifest. Hey, these items aren't going to be any good. They might not be good. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not. It just kind of depends. But we factor all of that in to our cost per unit. So these, we automatically throw them out. We don't consider this part of the toy buy, and that's how I can say pure profit. Yes, your cost per unit on the items that are left on that truck will be more expensive, but none of this is counted into that, all right? I just wanted to explain that because I'm sure someone's going, well, you have to pay something for these toys, when we really don't. We don't pay anything for them. I mean, technically you do, but the way we figure it up, we don't. Did that make any sense? I don't know, but that's kind of how we consider all of this to be pure profit. Having said all that, did I ever give my prediction? Did I ever nail down a number? I don't think so. I'm going to be optimistic and say that we will make $4,000 over the next 3 days for this sale. That will include us restocking, bringing more plush out, really trying to push the bike helmets because we have an entire pallet of bike helmets right over here. I don't know if we can see it, but they're sticking up right there. Now, if you can sell all the bike helmets, all the Pixo bits, all those ABC blocks, all the Star Wars N1s, I mean, we blow it out, right? We go super optimistic, $5,000. That is the very top end. $3,000 would be kind of where I'm leaning toward, but optimistically, $4,000 of pure profit. I've got a lot of things to get done, all right? I'm in the store pretty early today. I've got 8 or 9 eBay orders to do. The toy store needs a walkthrough. I need to straighten up some aisles. I've got to finish setting up for this. So let me know down in the comments below. Good, bad, ugly, who cares? I'm ready to get this one in the books, but that's going to be a video. And until next time, I will see you later. Peace.